develop certain traits that you can only develop winning tight games, as Mark Mitchell takes it coast to coast.
And you talk about traits. Mark Mitchell is a player
shadowed by Darius Acuff Jr. Equally as impressive as a freshman. Got his own miss. Goes right off the window for the first points for Arkansas.
Well, this is the dynamic freshman that not many are talking. A big difference, as he's been doing all season long.
Oh, what a hammer on the lob to Sean Phillips Jr. 9 games, playing the best basketball of his career. Gives it up to Pierce for 3.
Well, not only can Trent Pierce score down low, but spectacular play.
Leads the league in scoring and assists. Gives it up to Thomas. Floater inside to Pringle with the two-hand jam.
That pinpointed pass, but the athleticism of Pringle to go up top and finish that one. Elite alley-oop finish.
Speaking of elite finishes, Sean Phillips Jr., the Arizona State transfer, back the other way in a flash. Malik Thomas.
Good defensive stop by the Razorbacks.
Backdoor cut. Acuff is on the board after 49. Back out Pierce at 3. And Malik Ewan hauls down the board. Acuff's 49, the most ever by an NCAA freshman against a top 25 opponent. Goes high off the window and a tap back good by Ewan.
And you see his explosiveness. Shooting woes, particularly at the free throw line, but his playmaking ability is still at a high level.
Elite post matchup this afternoon. Brazil and Mitchell, because as his role has increased this season. Here he is with the interception.
He's been playing his best ball.
And Pringle pays it off.
Arkansas
averaging 18.5 fast break points per game. That's good for 3rd in the country. Mitchell catch and shoot. Knocks down a 3.
Mark Mitchell's feeling. He's got the game going in the low post. He's distributing well, and now when he's stroking from the outside, man, you really have some problem on your hands.
Acuff knocks down a triple in response.
And we talk about a problem.
Here in Fayetteville, both Missouri and Arkansas shooting above 50% in a 1-point game. And Mark Mitchell continues to have his way in the paint. He's already in double figures. 4 Razorbacks fouled out in the double overtime loss at Alabama on Wednesday. Burns takes advantage of a foul. Give him the 2 plus a chance at the top 2 or 3 in the country for National Freshman of the Year. But he leads the SEC in scoring, assists, and 3-point shooting. Certainly deserving of that honor. Good feed inside Burns. Monster jam by the 7th. 4th in the West. Knicks, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson. 4th in the East. A lot of expectations in New York this year for the Knicks. Barrett goes over the top for 2. Ewan gives Arkansas its first field goal in over 4 minutes. Now Mitchell off the bounce. Strong takes sent back by Richmond and left wide open. Sean Phillips Jr. with an foul
today.
A reminder, coming up next on ESPN, Michigan and Duke, a foul on Trent Pierce.
By Pierce.
2 more fouls on Missouri. The Razorbacks will be in the bonus the rest of the first half. Richmond spins up and under. Come on! Circus shot for Billy Richmond III.
That might be the spark that Arkansas needs to get going. Richmond, great finish.
Oh, and right back the other way. T.O. Barrett not to be outdone. Also known as the tricks of the trade.
Maybe a few.
Ewan went for the hammer, adjusted, and banked it in. A chance at the 3-piece.
Now that was in pounds on that last physical move. But he can play on the outside and the inside and really read the game.
Great take by Billy Richmond III, who scored in. Mitchell, baseline, left hand won't go. Following his miss, jarred loose, scooped up by Wagner. Pushing, Wagner in a flash lays it in with the left hand.
Wow. That was an elite end-to-end move right there by DJ Wagner.
Timeout, Missouri. Coming up at 6:30 Eastern on ESPN. Richmond feeds Ewan. Got his own miss. Put it in off the window. Ewan with 9 points to go along with 4 rebounds.
Malik Ewan with the activity on the O boards.
Mitchell, two-hand jam, leads all scorers with 16.
That's really good basketball on both sides. Some really spirited defensive work by the Razorbacks, but T.O. Barrett handling that ball with poise and dropping it off in that two-man game. Mitchell doing the rest.
Open three. Brazil knocks it down. And the Razorbacks lead.
Brazil.
Final 60 seconds of the opening half. Mizzou is led by as many as 8. Arkansas responds on a DJ Wagner hammer.
That's phenomenal work by the Razorbacks. Billy Richmond has been diming on those backdoor sets, and then you see things down when they needed much. But Richmond III with his second backdoor dime. That time it's DJ Wagner going up top. Beautiful backdoor cut and an even stronger finish.
Of Missouri, who leads all scorers with 18. Under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Wagner. Knocks down a three.
Right on cue is DJ Wagner. He made sure to relocate as Mizzou showed that 2-3 zone. They find him in the corner.
Final 5 seconds. Stone heaves. Rebound Ewan. And Arkansas, who trailed by as many as 8 at one point in the first half, takes a 6-point lead to the locker room.
Well, Arkansas really turned up things defensively in the last 3 minutes of the half.
As we went to break at the end of the half, a flagrant one was issued to Billy Richmond, 24 and white. He got in a bit of a tussle
prior to the
with
end
Jacob Cruz.
of the first half. There was an
right
unobserved
there
flagrant foul
on the
Arkansas
back end of the tussle,
24.
Richard Hendricks, is
Missouri
where Richmond got the flagrant one. And so Missouri will shoot free throws to start the second half.
Missouri basketball to start the second half.
Richmond took his
Acuff got before halftime.
50 minutes he played in the last outing against Alabama in the double overtime game. Never leave the court. That's really good if he can get a blow. And there you see the body blows right there by Pierce down low with the baby hook in the paint.
Ewan had an excellent first half. They will count the bucket and the foul. Going again.
Moving forward to be able to play solid defense without fouling.
Acuff counted in the foul. And a little bit hobbly on that ankle. Their back bench. Pierce catch and shoot. Knocks in a three.
Wow. And you see how he was. Dennis Gates puts a lot of trust into his players to play and make good decisions.
Offensive rebound, Pringle. Wagner just off the mark. Another rebound by Pringle. Brazil a three.
Third time's the charm, and that's one you got to give the credit to Nick Pringle and that activity on the offensive rebound and kicks it out. Trevin Brazil knocks down another three ball, his second of the day.
And Stone momentarily silencing a crowd of Stone. Another catch and shoot three, his second of the second half. Richmond left open and makes him pay.
Yeah, that's a big shot right there by Billy Richmond. Not being respected on the three-point line.
Richmond getting to his spots as double figures in 6 straight games.
Player as of late for the Razorbacks.
Great block there by the freshman Thomas. Tapped to him by Brazil, who remains on the court. And now is up behind the play. Trailing for three. Gives it up Richmond. Downtown.
Billy Richmond III. And the crowd is loving it.
Timeout, Missouri. Again, the Razorbacks today without Carter Knox. He's out indefinitely after a procedure on his knee. They're also without the freshman Isaiah Seeley. Richmond has been fantastic. And the stop and pop is good.
And give that effort that you need to try to improve your NCAA tournament resume.
Great block. It's Ewan coming from the weak side.
There he is once again. Malik Ewan, impactful on both ends.
Acuff Jr. sitting on 15 points, gives it up to Richmond. Floater over the top, rims out. Got his own miss, put it down. Largest lead of the game for the Razorbacks.
Billy Richmond. And his act
made a major impact. Mitchell out to Robinson. Knocks in a three.
Well, Acuff made.
Thomas off the handoff. Back to him from Richmond. Responds with a three of his own.
Richmond turns out a good shot to swing.
Robinson, kick out Pierce. Got it from downtown. That's three straight in the game between these two teams. Under 10 to shoot. Mitchell in the paint, over the top of Richmond, no, and the rebound secured by Thomas.
That's really good defense right there by Richmond III.
Thomas, spin cycle, drops it down. A thing of beauty.
Yes, it
for Malik
was.
Thomas. Mitchell looking for a response, blocked by Richmond. Acuff scoops, Thomas heaves and hits from downtown. Timeout, Missouri. Wagner, floater, short. Track down Acuff, what a feed inside to Richmond.
Darius Acuff Jr. with his head up, and he makes the right find to the man with the hot hand.
Barrett defending Acuff Jr. with 4 fouls. Acuff Jr. up and under with the kiss off the window.
Phenomenal. You know, and Acuff Jr. after playing 50 minutes in the last game, you got to wonder when he's going to turn it up.
And a turnover for Mizzou, their 10th.
This is the time you look for Darius Acuff to operate and create.
He gives it to Brazil, up and under, smooth operator.
That's just
Mitchell sitting on 26, walled off in the paint. Robinson, tap out Phillips, secured by Thomas. Zip pass up, Ewan with the hammer, and the exclamation point in Fayetteville. What a performance by the Razorbacks on the heels of a dogfight on Wednesday night at Alabama. Went 2 overtimes, narrowly missing out on another top 25 road win.
Arkansas, the only team in the SEC to not have back-to-back losses this season, and the response they made here this afternoon.
Acuff Jr. with another 20-point performance. Billy Richmond with 21, his 3rd straight 20-point performance.